TheSubtractive.com. The Subtractive.
Just a little pinch of salt, and then after that, we'll get the meat going.
Strawberry?
No, that's red peppers. I'm not gonna do nothing with that. So we'll get that pan going. Probably about 8. I always put just a tiny bit of that in there.
It's not that tiny.
Meat's got its own fat in it, so you just a little bit to make sure it doesn't stick.
You don't just put.
Yeah, you can just leave it on there. When it starts to heat up, it'll start moving more like water. And then boom. So when that's hot enough, we're gonna put that in there with some salt. And we're gonna fry it up. Might do some other stuff too. What do you think? Actually, we know what we'll do.
It already is.
Well, I'm gonna do these on the side. I'm gonna do some peppers and onions back here. That's for the side. I ain't gotta worry about it. So that goes up when that starts getting hot. I'm gonna start popping some garlic open for the side. The onion. Let me show you this stuff here. This is pretty cool.
This has no smell.
It does when you open it.
But it's open.
Oh no, it's not. That's the shot. You gotta smash it. And then take all that outside off. I like to cut those little hard ends off too. Now it'll smell. That's all you want is that stuff on the
garlic,
inside.
right?
That's a bulb of garlic. This is called a clove.
This is an onion.
That's an onion. That's garbage.
So what does that mean?
I don't know. I think that's something for the oven. I got garlic right in the oven. That's probably just saying that the oven's got up to the temperature it's supposed to be.
So this is ends right here too.
Well, I'll show you a trick. Let me show you this. Something I figured out pretty recently. How to cut an onion without crying. Because that stuff gets in your eye and it'll make your eye water. So you cut it in half, right? But you cut it in half like this. Instead of cutting it like that, you want to cut it like this. And then cut it along the, you see where the grains go? Cut it along that. If you cut it this way, it breaks those follicles open and you get all that juice in your eye. But if you do it this way, it doesn't do that. It'll do it a little bit.
Not as much.
Not nearly as much.
So you won't cry.
So you won't cry, you won't have to dry your eye. That's going in that small pan. That little bit of oil.
This is smoking. Can you put the meat in now?
Yeah, you can throw the meat in if you want. Let me
How
see.
do I do this?
If it's smoking, that means it might be a little too hot. So we'll take that down. Take it like this. Go away from you. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. And then you get that spoon. It's right here. With these pans, you always want to use something soft. Don't use metal because it scratches it up. And then you can do that, break it up. Put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper.
Oh God.
If it's getting too hot, you can always lift it up. Turn it down a little bit. There you go. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, I should have trimmed that.
Thick. I got it too hot. It's not getting so hot. We'll get it down to about 6.
I think it's rock wind don't mean it burns.
Yeah, this stuff's tough.
Okay.
It gets hot. It doesn't take very long. That's the good part. Once you get it going like that, you got the salt and pepper in there. It's done when you don't see any more pink. Once all that pink is gone, you're good to go. Throw a little butter in there. I'll show you how to make the sauce now.
It cooks that fast?
Yeah, it doesn't take long. So now with the sauce, this is how I do it. Get a separate pan for the sauce. Put it on the back. Put it up to about 8 or 7 or whatever. That's the Hunt's meat sauce right here.
That's the good stuff.
We're gonna put the whole thing in there. The whole big can.
Do we do it?
Yep, you can put it in that back pot. That thing will cut you, so watch that. And then we got
The whole thing.
whole thing.
Okay,
The whole deal. Now you throw that in the trash. And this whole thing can go too. That's nice tomatoes. That can go in there too. Yummy. Those are probably not so tasty because that's just tomatoes and water. So you can dump that in there too.
Dump the entire thing.
Yep. Okay.
That didn't make a good sound.
No, that's okay. I'll throw some of this in there. Some more Italian salt seasoning.
How much? In here?
Give it a couple. You put it in there.
How much salt? Right here?
You can put some more. A little more. Okay. And keep it to the side because we might use more later. I just wait till this cooks. This is boiling. See how it, well, see how it's rolling, but it's not really rolling everywhere. You want that whole thing to be rolling, so, and all that smoke coming out so you can't even see it. That's what you want when you put the pasta in. So we're almost there, but not quite. These things are burning. It's getting there. It's almost there.
I'm not really good at coming in. Ready to get into it.
It's almost good. The good thing about the sauce is, even though that's still a little tiny bit pink, if you were to put that in there right now, it would finish cooking in there. But if you were to cook it and then eat it, it wouldn't be done. It wouldn't be ready to just eat it.
So this is fully done.
That's just about, yeah, just about. All right, now that thing's rolling, right? We're gonna put the rest of this pasta in. Here's the easy way to do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'll let you do it, but I'll show you. Lean it up right here, away from you, and just let it slide in.
Like that?
Yep.
How much noodles are coming out? Wow.
That's all right. Grab them. Boom.
Can I get a noodle?
Now, yeah, if you want. Now, this is the thing for noodles. After a few minutes, you want to take them down here and just start turning them until they all get soaked under the water.
When?
Just turn them so that they're all covered in the water. We're going to let those boil for about 10 minutes.
Like this?
Yep.
Doing it the right way?
As long as it's all covered. As long as you sink them into the water, it's all good. This here is done. So what we'll do is...
I think I've done it.
Yeah, you got it. You're good. Now you can just leave it. You leave it here. We'll put the timer on. We'll check it in about 9 minutes. So I'm going to set that for 9 minutes. Alright. Now, this is what I'm going to do with this.
Oh, they're burning.
That's okay. We can shut those off. Or we can turn them down. Oh, 5, yeah, that's good. Now this is done, right?
Yep.
We're going to move this to the front.
set that container.
Yep. And take all that. You always want to pour it away from you. If you pour it this way, it'll splash on you. And the grease and everything's going in there. Everything.
And you stir it.
And then you go ahead and stir it. I'm going to get this out the way. All you're doing is getting that sauce and adding meat to it, and then put whatever seasonings you want in. It's real easy. And that spaghetti always takes 10 minutes. Wash this. Now that that's gonna come to a boil. Well, not a boil, but like when it starts to bubble, that's when we're gonna turn it way down to about 5. But we're gonna get it to where it starts rolling. Not quite like that, but when you start seeing bubbles pop, that means it's where it needs to be. And then we'll turn it down to about 5 and let it simmer. Let me check this bread. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, that's coming out. That is coming out. Oh, garlic bread. Actually, I might be able to put it. No, it's good. It's done. Well, this thing's hot. We'll put it over here. We'll put it right here. Woo-wee!
I think it's getting there.
Yeah, it's getting there. Those pans work pretty good. I always like to give it as much heat as it can stand. And then as soon as you see that first bubble, give it a stir and turn it down to 5.
First bubble.
Yep.
Oh, I saw one.
Did you see one?
Tiny.
Yep, and give it a stir. And you hear it popping underneath. Can you feel it? Where it's like hot underneath. Sometimes, because them bubbles, because it's so thick, them bubbles will be on the bottom. They ain't worked their way up yet. But when you stir it, you'll see pop, pop, pop. All them bubbles coming to the surface.
So now you turn it down to 5.
Yeah, turn it down about 5. And we'll just let it simmer. There's bubbling, bubbling. These are burning. Yeah, baby. Cooking with fire.